As a priest, one of the things that's really challenging is constantly reconciling being a person of prayer and also a person who's very active in the world. Yes, thoughts and prayers. Should we be thoughtful? And should we be introspective and prayerful? Yes, but those things are meant to move us to action. I'm Father Michael Sniffen. I'm the Dean of the Cathedral. My brothers and sisters, I was serving at a church in Brooklyn, and I heard that something was going on in a park downtown Manhattan called Occupy Wall Street. And so I went with a priest friend of mine. The energy was palpable in the place. It was just really, really alive. The beauty of community coming together in a loving way to discuss what the society should look like is at the heart of what it means to be human beings living in community. And I saw that happening. And I felt a responsibility to protect it. We ended up being some of the first people over the fence when the movement tried to occupy, and we were all arrested on church property. That was my first experience being involved in civil disobedience. I believe that Dr. King was right, that it's the responsibility of moral persons to disobey unjust laws. When I was in high school, I was very involved in theater. I was an arts kid. I was in the chorus. You know, I dyed my hair weird colors. Late in high school, the church got a new pastor. She was a tightrope walker. She had kind of done all this training in circus performance, and she would do that sort of stuff with us in the youth group. And I thought a lot of things she had to say were really intriguing to me. If the liturgy is a place where we're talking about how community can be at peace with one another and there can be justice on the earth, it's a performance that is meant to cause that to happen in the world. And when as a priest I put on those robes, I'm inhabiting the role of being a servant in such a way that I can affect the change that I think is called for in the world.
I know a lot of my friends and we're going to protest. We can't be afraid to go to our schools. We can't be afraid that we're going to be shot.
After the shooting in Parkland, Florida, I heard that there was going to be the March for Our Lives in Washington. What I think I found most powerful, and the reason I really wanted to go, was I thought, this whole thing is organized by high school students. So I sent a note out to the congregation saying, I'm going to be accompanying our teenagers to Washington for the march. I'm honored to be on their bus, but let's be clear, it's their bus.
We have been forced to take this lead, us teenagers, because we're just so terrified.
And it's like the adults in the office are acting more like children and the children are acting more like adults.
One of the things I heard a lot of you saying was when we were at the March for Our Lives, there's a young student from Parkland, her name is Emma Gonzalez.
Because that could have been me.
She held a silence, but I was looking at her face as tears just rolled down her face, and she stood there and she held hundreds of thousands of people in silence. And I thought, that is the most spiritual power I've ever seen in a human being.
The fact that everybody came together for one cause was something big.
So this is a photo of me at the March for Our Lives with the sign, we thought, we prayed, and now we're here. If you're not willing to act to bring about the thing that you're praying for, then your prayer is in vain. Hope embodied in young people, we're seeing it right now. I think it's very powerful. And if there's one thing that the church offers to the world now, it's hope.